Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
He has partied and danced his way through life ever since his hit single Maggie May in 1971. But as Sir Rod Stewart looks ahead to his landmark 80th birthday in January, he insists he has no plans to tone down his rock and roll ways. In fact, as he kicks off his last run of Las Vegas shows after 13 years there, the sailing singer plans to make full use of the final 15 years of his life and party into his 90s. Speaking exclusively to our channel from his home in Los Angeles, Rod says, "I'm aware my days are numbered, but I've got no fear. We have all got to pass on at some point, so we are all in the same basket. I am going to be enjoying myself for these last few years as much as I can. I say few, probably another 15. I can do that easy mate, easy." As he begins his final residency, the hits at the Coliseum, Caesar's Palace, Rod insists he still goes mad on the booze after each show, encouraging his dancers and musicians to knock it back. Rod says, "I'm not like I was in the 70s and 80s, and I can't stay up all night, get drunk and go mad and still have a voice just like that. Nowadays I have to protect my voice before and after every show. The older you get, the more you have to do that. Water has a hell of a lot to do with it." But no, you think I just have water on my rider? You're talking to Rod Stewart here, mate. We go mad after every show. There are 13 of us, 6 women, really great musicians, and I make them drink. We absolutely love it. Asked what his go-to tipple is, rather than his own brand of whiskey Wolfie, Rod takes after James Bond and sips martinis. He says, "Before the show, I have a quick Bacardi, which I am trying to convince myself is good for my voice. After a show, we all get stuck into the martinis. Most bands all go home and go to bed, but we don't. We have a big old party." As well as celebrating backstage, Rod makes sure his gigs get everyone on their feet, with balloons dropping from the ceiling and at least 4 costume changes in the 2-hour set. The musician laughs, "I sweat a lot so I have to change or I get too wet. We have the change backstage, down to a T. It is funny, I have a bloke take my trousers off who runs over. He is the sound guy and yanks them off. I think it's all part of showbiz really, you want to turn up and make it special. I can't just go on in a pair of jeans. I think it's an attractive side of rock and roll." Despite vowing not to tone down his love of a good time, Rod says he is more aware than ever about his health as he approaches his milestone birthday next year. Rod, who has had both prostate and thyroid cancer, says, "I am more aware of my health now than before. I'm ing mad, ain't I? I do enjoy keeping myself fit. Sometimes you don't want to do it, but you've got to. You should be when you start getting on a bit. It's very important. I am a bit of a hypochondriac. I think men in particular should take advantage of all the wonderful medical science out there. When I come back to the UK, I am going to have my blood cleaned as I've been told it is a real boost to the system." Asked if, like many his age, he is on a high amount of prescribed tablets, Rod insists, "I'm not on any pills. No nothing. You've got to remember I've been doing this all my life. I don't suffer after a show. Sometimes I take an anti-inflammatory if my knee is playing up, but very rarely. I don't need pills. I keep myself very, very fit. I have had the same trainer for 31 years. We work out 3 or 4 times a week." Keen to put his money where his mouth is, Rod is constructing a running track at his UK home to take on the ing mad mission of breaking the 100-meter sprint record for his age. Rod says, "I am currently building a track at my house in Essex, and I am going to try to beat the world record for a 79-year-old, which I think is about 17 seconds. I'm ing mad, ain't I? I do enjoy keeping myself fit. Sometimes you don't want to do it, but you've got to." But while Rod is preparing for his final bow in Sin City, he has zero plans to slow down. In fact, a UK tour with Jules Holland is on the cards. He says, "Vegas is thriving and 13 years really did slip by quickly and it's been a privilege, but in terms of moving on there's a lot of things that come into consideration. I've done this album with Jules and we are trying to work out when we can do a short tea.